is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
That's right, everybody. Wow, what an intro.
Wow.
And the song,
That's right, everybody.
And my
What's
phone goes
going
off.
on? Now my phone's going off.
Episode number 130.
It's off panel, off topic.
Son of a bitch. I was getting to it. This is off panel, off topic.
Son of a bitch.
I'm just saying, man. You can't interrupt my intro.
Sorry, bro.
It's all right. We've been doing it for so long. We've been doing it doggy style.
We need to start over.
This is like the third start.
Okay.
We're rolling, baby. We're gonna Bill O'Reilly. Fuck it. We're doing it live.
So on the way to work
isn't-
tonight,
hey,
we
this-
got trapped in a room full of laughing gas.
Tyler, here's
What?
the thing. This isn't gonna be a segment on YouTube, so I can fucking say fuck whenever the fuck I want.
Sweet. Fuck yeah!
Cussing on a podcast, we're so edgy. So,
That's also, you guys are so edgy and unsponsored.
I wonder why. Interesting episode. It's the beginning of the year, 2024, the year of our Lord.
And that's why my long box is weird. If you would have just given me, you know what you did.
I didn't want to spoil the surprise in the rundown.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, it's okay to do the long box the way I want to do it today.
No, it isn't. We set a rule.
We did not set a rule, actually. It was whatever you were watching, reading, or listening to.
Well, first of all, I want to be very clear. It was supposed to be about just books that you were reading.
Comic books.
Yes,
Yeah,
comic books.
But I'm not reading comic books.
Yes,
It's
so
expensive
then
as
you
fuck.
adapted it to TV
We adapted
and movies, and then
Don't
I just
blame
joined
this
in
all
on
on
it because
me.
I was supposed to do a separate segment. Goodness gracious, called Jake Unlimited.
That's right.
That was, and I
yeah,
just
so who fucked that up?
we both did. Okay, we can share the blame here, buddy.
We're completely unprepared.
Episode 130, and we still sound like it's our first one. That's the kind of amateurism you're getting with off.
You know what? You're never gonna get is a professionally produced podcast. So you got that going for you.
So we
Hey,
got.
you know what though? When I listen to us, your face is just like.
Share your stupid story, Tyler. No, what were you gonna say?
When I listen to us, I laugh. Like it's.
Well, it's because we're narcissists.
True. But no, I mean, I think, I don't know. I like to think that our witty banter, which you can't call it that.
Impeccable wit.
I like to think that it's charming.
We did at the same time. That's how in sync we are this episode.
Yeah.
I will say the best comment we ever got was on the YouTube.
Yes.
Where they said, you clearly sound like you enjoy being together. And I'm like, that's kind of just the point.
I thought you were going to say the one that's about the Beavis and Butthead
that
spoof.
one was meant as an insult.
Yeah, and I was like,
joke's on
nice.
you. That's funny.
Nice, because that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is why we'll never be nominated for a Peabody.
So I want to do, with it being the new year, I was thinking maybe we should do the 2023 or the 2024 Patties.
Oh, yeah.
But then I was like, I'm going to need more time to think about it.
Next week.
Yeah, so I want to kind of punt it to next week. And this week, I want to do a little bit more relaxed video. Jeez.
Relaxed.
Where am I? More relaxed episode and do a couple of bits of news, but it's mostly going to be about a very surprise, special, deep dive topic.
The first thing I'm going to need when we end up doing the Opotties is...
I'm sticking with that name.
Fuck it.
I ain't changing.
The first thing I need to do is look up and see what all came out last year.
Right?
I'm almost 50, man. Every day is like, oh, that was a page.
I
in a
forgot
notebook
Guardians
from
of the
20 years
Galaxy came out in 2023. I added it back in for the
When
best
is the Marvels
MCU.
coming out? Because I want to watch that end credit scene again.
I don't know. I would imagine it'd probably be coming soon.
What the
to
fuck?
Disney Plus.
I might have to start watching the Percy Jackson.
You weren't even planning this. Speaking of segue, let's talk about Disney because January 1st, 2024.
That's how in sync we are. Is that I didn't even know you
didn't even know, man.
a Disney segue, but I gave you one.
The worst part is this YouTube video. They're not gonna have any context for this. No, I'm kidding. I'll put that part in. Steamboat Willie. So the original version of Mickey Mouse has become public domain, and so there's already a couple. There's a there's a horror movie coming out. It's like a horror comedy called Mickey's Mousetrap. So it kind of reimagines him as like a horror character. Yeah. And apparently the guy who, when The Grinch became public domain, who made a horror movie, The Mean One, has already said that he is working to make a Mickey Mouse horror movie, which I gotta say, it's weird. All of a sudden, these characters, like Winnie the Pooh's got a horror movie, these characters become public domain, and then someone's like, quick, make it a horror movie.
Well, because it's cheap and quick.
And horror movies always make money.
Yes.
Always make money. Because they're made for cheap. You don't have to spend money on big name actors, because honestly, they're just fodder. They're just fodder.
Shitload of actors out there who are willing to do shitty bit parts.
If you specifically do like a slasher horror movie, like the actors are just fodder.
We were talking about this earlier. Go and look at Tubi. Okay? And go to Full Moon Features. Okay? And look at all the insane fucking movies that people have actually made and taken time on. And there's like multiple sequels to these movies, like The Ginger Dead Man, Evil Bong, The Ginger Weed Man.
So you know what's funny?
I'm just saying, they were able to find actors for their shitty movie. You're probably going to find actors for your shitty movie.
Exactly.
Aspiring directors.
But I just think it's... Well, first I want to kind of open the discussion about how we feel about Steamboat Willie and the and Minnie, because Minnie, this early version of Minnie.
Yes.
So how this whole thing is working out. So yes, Steamboat Willie specifically became public domain, but you cannot make it look like a modern Mickey. Which
there's a big difference. There's a big difference.
There's still a whole other thing in copy. Because sorry, I keep talking over you. What do you want to talk about?
Well, we're talking about like red pants, yellow shoes. He has white. He has parts of his eyes that are white. The original Steamboat Willie does not. He's got his ears are more on top of his head than on the side. And he's got a big hat. They came out with a Steamboat Willie Lego about 2 or 3 years ago, and it was cool because it's in black and white. You know, so like it was really fucking hard to build because like all the pieces were white or gray, and you're just like, fuck. What the fuck? You know, you're like sitting there with like your metal detector.
Son of a bitch.
These are plastic. This doesn't fucking work at all. Why did I buy
I'm
a
proud
goddamn
of you for
metal
getting
detector?
this far to the YouTube video to not swear at the beginning.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, man. Fuck, these are plastic and not metal. Anyway, so I bought that and built it, and it was cool because when you moved it, it was built in such a way it had wheels on the bottom, and when you moved it, the little smokestack would go up and down. And he had a little guitar, and it was a really fun build. I don't have it anymore, but I still have the minifigure. And as far as the cartoon goes, I've seen bits of it. We know that it's the first really modern American cartoon, really, or at least the best known that has survived. I guess I don't really know what the significance is. I do know that for its time, it was like groundbreaking. Was it 1939 or?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 39.
But I grew up. I'm old enough that when I went to movie theaters up until I was about the age of 10, they still had serialized, like they'd replay shit from like the 60s, 50s and 60s, but they would have like Buck Rogers and shit, and they would have a Looney Tunes cartoon, at least the movies I went to, which were probably kiddie movies. But yeah, I mean, it garnered in a 1928 is when it came out.
Okay, so that would make sense.
I just looked it up. But it ushered in an era, I think, of moving pictures. When did talking pictures start? When did movies start having sound?
I don't.
As far as I know.
No, let's focus the conversation on public domain. Like that's what I was really talking about, and just like how.
Well, Disney has used hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars spending on lawyers over the last like 3 decades, changing the copyright laws so that none of their characters become public domain. So Disney,
Yeah, this was a whole fight. 'Cause,
yeah,
like
they did not. No,
Steamboat Willie should have been, and all this stuff I feel like should have been public domain a while ago. I think that copyright is so long, it's crazy to me, because I understand the whole idea is like, because it was like 75 years or something like that since the original work. So it's supposed to be like well after the original creator's dead and all that, and I understand. But I think there is some, I feel like this should allow people to open up more to public domain, or more of these characters, and maybe we should think about working copyright laws and things like that.
I'll say this. Let me say this. As somebody who has stuff in the out in public, I guess I have stuff out that is mine that I really feel is mine. I don't want it stolen from me, or I don't want it used in any other way except for without my permission. I would hope that my songs will always belong to me and my estate. But I'm aware of the fact that if somehow my music does become popular, like 100 years from now, I don't know. I mean, am I going to be mad about that I was forgotten, and then 100 years later somebody played my song in a movie or whatever the fuck they have in 100 years?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I'll
be dead.
It's a complicated thing.
It is, but
because
I like Spider-Man belonging to Marvel, I guess, but I think... Do you really want that to happen, though? I mean, like, would you?
Yeah.
Would you want the Star Wars characters to be able to be used by anybody?
But at the same time,
Would you?
But at the same time, we're totally fine making Snow White. We're totally fine making. So, like, I think there is something to.
Yeah, but Disney's Snow White is copyrighted. You know what I mean? Like, you can't make a Disney Snow
Yeah,
White
but you can't specifically use that version
or Cinderella or whatever. So they took public domain shit and fucking took it out of the public domain.
So I have a weird thing about it because I agree with you. As someone who is a creator,
yes, you're a creator.
It is a thing of like, I want to have ownership of that because you don't want it to fall
into the wrong hands.
And yes, and be like a fucking Nazi.
Yes.
Like a Nazi album.
Yeah, I don't want some shitty presidential candidate using it for their fucking stupid campaign about whatever.
But once you're dead, you're not really going to care.
Probably not.
So it's one of the few things I'm kind of okay.
But what about your heirs?
Here's the thing. It's one of the few things I'm okay with capitalism. I hate pretty much everything about capitalism. But copyright, is the one thing I feel like I understand the reasoning behind it. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he's public domain, the fact that like the Grinch is public domain, and I'm not saying those are bad things. Great, go make your fucking Winnie the Pooh horror movie. I don't care, because it's just it's so weird. But
can't you just renew your copyright every so often?
Well, in licensing, there's something you can work out probably, but it's all weird. And I'm kind of on the side of like, I feel like if you make something, you should own it. But I also understand after a certain period of time, I'm not gonna somebody wants to tell that story, fine. My work is my work. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I found this old journal of my dad's, and it's got this thing called the MIA. I'm gonna.
I feel like we keep talking in circles because it's complicated. Because it's like I understand both sides of the argument. For making it sooner, for making it where it is. I can see both sides.
Well, okay, think about it like this: the flip side of having people with incredible new ideas and new ways of thinking being able to get their hands on like the Star Wars universe or the Marvel universe. The flip side of that, because that would be awesome to like see people who have no chance of ever using those characters in any way, shape, or form being able to, like that really intrigues me.
Yeah.
But the flip side of that is that shitheads like Nerdrotic and shit will also have access to them, and they'll make a bunch of right-wing fucking Spider-Man shits, and you fucking know it, dude. So,
But
one 6 of one, half dozen of the other, I guess.
yeah, but it is their right to be able to make that.
Fair, I guess.
That's hey man.
Fuckheads.
That's
I
what it's
can
like living with free speech.
Despise their fucking point of view. And
See douchebags that comment on this and say that we're super left. We are, but I want to make a
I
good.
prefer to call it being a decent human being. You fucking beta cuck.
And we make those videos about those people. I'm not saying they don't have a right to not make them. They can make the videos they want.
No, but they're hypocrites, and they
Yeah.
say whatever makes them money, and you're following. It's kind of like being a fan of like Trump. Like, why? He doesn't give a shit about you, and neither does Nerdrotic or any of those other guys. As long as you hit that fucking subscribe button, that's all they give a shit about, and you keep doing it. So, yeah.
I'm interested to find out.
Whatever.
I'm interested to find out more about how that's going to work with Disney because they immediately like made a statement like we will protect our copyright. And I'm like, I know you will, Disney. I know.
They got the fucking money for the lawyers, dude. Shit.
They've been shit. Like we said, they prolonged this as long as they could.
They've been. I think I read
Mickey Mouse
somewhere that
was-
Disney is one of the bigger lobbyers on Capitol Hill because they are constantly having to get senators and shit to like sign off on
'cause-
shit to keep their copyright
Yeah.
moving longer.
It's because Disney is
So
100 years
clearly-
old, and so
right.
is Mickey Mouse.
Well, clearly you can't fucking like renew that copyright, or else why wouldn't they just do that? I mean, doesn't that make sense?
But I
don't know the
and
legalities.
again, I know what you mean.
Mhm.
With like Spider-Man and like Marvel with all those heroes or
Well,
Batman and DC
We're
and
talking
Superman.
in 40 years. That's going to be 100 years. Oh my god.
Well, Batman's been a character for 80 plus, so I mean,
In about 15 years, 1930 what 9?
you keep going to the start date of World War II, 1939, Poland. Is that when Batman was published?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
But no,
Did you know what DC Comics stands for?
but hey, Warner Brothers has fucked that IP so hard. I would like to see somebody else get a shot at it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And maybe James Gunn will change, and I hope James
May
Gunn will change things.
1939. Fucker.
Well, there you go.
Do you know what DC stands for?
Detective Comics.
Good job.
Don't
So-
fucking
so-
nerd. Well, actually, me.
So DC Comics is actually Detective Comics.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
It's fucking stupid.
Detective Comics.
I like how Marvel calls them the distinguished competition.
Yeah.
It's code word for bitches.
Well, it's like it's like a football rivalry. We're like the team up north. We don't say that. State.
Those dirty whores. Whoa. Why do you got to make it like that, DC?
But I kind of this is complicated for me because again, I see every side of this argument where I'm like, yeah, I agree that I would prefer if Marvel and DC had those characters, but at the same time,
This
I would
is
love
one
to
of
see
those-
what other people because, like you said, it's really interesting to think what young creative artists could do with these characters, like what somebody could do with. Where somebody could actually make money off a fan film, essentially, because
Right, yes. The Star Wars Visions. Okay, I wasn't like a super big fan of them, but I liked that Star Wars took a big ballsy chance and said,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? We're going to give you, the IP. Whatever you want to do with it, you do it. And we'll put it on the screen, man. And carte blanche, dude. That is huge for IP like Star Wars.
What if I went to him?
Huge.
But what if I went to him and said, "Listen, Star Wars people,
I want to make a Star
Lucasfilm,
Wars porn.
Disney, yes, but the porn is droids fucking really mess with them." Or do we put people in the droid suits and they bang, but they got like
Okay, so wait.
No, it's a
hold
porn
up.
parody.
Hear me
Get
out.
weird with it.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
we
Okay.
can't do Star Wars because that was already in a movie.
I'm aware of that. How about this? Okay. You got a bunch of naked people in those big ass loaders from Aliens, right? That like Ripley was in. And-
Orgy.
yes. And because these things are so big, they literally can't touch body parts.
Wait, when does Star Wars become public domain?
I'm writing this shit right now, and it's gonna go in a vault. Wait, aren't you combining two IPs? Shut up.
Hey, Jake, why isn't
your podcast
sponsored? Because we pitched an orgy.
Because we talked about orgies with loaders from Aliens.
I still think droids fucking is like.
Oh,
Dude, I need.
Oh,
I need to get the R2D2 scream for when he comes.
What the fuck?
You know?
Wow!
I can't breathe. It's the hardest I've ever laughed on the show.
You didn't know I could do that, huh?
Tyler, I think we had to pause to laugh there.
I had to go to the bathroom. That's how hard I was laughing.
I think what you could best describe what we just talked about,
Mm.
truthfully, would be
Real fucked up, kind of bizarre combination of monkey shit.
What the hell is that?
you'll find out later. But
Okay.
Steven Seagal, by the way, is the drop.
Nice.
But I mean, that sentence, we'll get to it later. But anyway, so some other news. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to recover from R2D2.
We got deep into that one. I know. Okay.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Some news, bad news, I would say.
Is it?
I mean,
I didn't give a shit about the Thunderbolts.
see, and that will be the topic of discussion. But
Sorry.
Steven Yeun, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy
Invincible, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Glenn. It's
Yeah.
Yen, right?
Yeah.
Steven Yeun has dropped out of Thunderbolts.
What was he doing?
He was supposed to be the Sentry.
Wow.
See, now you're interested in the Thunderbolts. But
I'm interested in the Sentry, but not the Thunderbolts.
but
I
see,
give two shits
so
about that.
I think that's an interesting concept. To be like, okay, Thunderbolts is our Suicide Squad, and much like what James Gunn did with the Starro thing, let's go to a character that is established that not a lot of people know about, and like use this fodder to like build him up. 'Cause he's a big deal.
Well,
at one point,
here's what bugs me about, and I don't know why I've never thought about this until just now, which is stupid. But
and I've always thought he was an
the Sentry's whole deal in the Marvel universe is that he was cut out of people's memories because like he was there for a long time, but then they cut him out of his memories because of the void, which is
again,
if you know anything about him, his name's Bob. He's a dude named Bob, and he turns into the Sentry, and he's literally the most powerful person on the planet. But then he's also got, if he doesn't keep he's crazy or I'm not sure how
he
it
have
works.
like the power of like 30,000
something
suns,
right,
or
something like he's basically the Superman of Marvel Universe. But he's also got a flip personality called the Void, which is like could destroy the world and would.
which is such a cool concept.
So I'm not sure they either imprisoned him or sent him like really far away, and they erased him from everybody's memories.
Yeah.
So when they introduced him, I'm not sure who did. Was it Bendis?
Bendis, because that was around. That was during.
The whole thing was that they introduced the idea that he had been around forever, but that nobody remembered because of what was going on with the Void.
Because Bendis.
Why haven't they used that in the MCU with the Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Why don't they just do that?
Well, because when I was referencing Bendis brought him back in the Siege storyline,
Right.
and kind of reestablished him. And
Well, no, he made him up. Sentry didn't exist until then.
really.
Yes.
Oh, I thought
And
he
then
did.
they retconned a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, that's probably why.
They did make a fake 60s style Sentry. My brother bought a bunch of them, and I have them at my place. I'll show them to you.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like a Golden Age or the Silver Age style of comic book for the Sentry.
Which makes sense because of the way his costume looks. It makes
Right. So they made a slightly different costume. He's got like a helmet kind of thing, but it's kind of interesting that they took that character and just established him. So I think that's ballsy of Bendis actually, because wow, you just literally this guy was around before Captain America. What?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know that much about the character. Anyway, so Sentry. So does that mean Sentry will not be in?
So that's what I'm thinking. So
Did he say why?
scheduling.
Okay.
Is why I couldn't do it. And I thought it was an interesting choice. Because, and not for the obvious reason of him being Asian and the character's white. I was just thinking of like, he would have to bulk up a lot because Sentry is like super, like he's ripped and like he's in good shape, but he would definitely have to get cut.
The thing about Zach,
Kumail Nanjiani did.
Right now, okay. So
that was
talk about fuck. I just had his name on my tip of my list. Zachary Levi. Remember when Shazam was announced and they were talking about him and they were like, why?
And they just put him in a muscle suit.
No, he bulked up but he's tall.
But
the actor is tall. He's not physically imposing, but he's tall. That's a good start.
But he did get padded.
He did get padded. He also bulked up, so a little bit of both, right? But it works.
Homelander, the dude who plays that, he wears a muscle suit, and he joked with Jensen Ackles because he got like super cut for that, and he goes, "Dude, you should have just told him to put muscles in the suit." And like, I just thought that was really funny.
So no, the point
and
is,
I'm not saying he couldn't. I think he could.
I'm never gonna say that an actor can't play a role because I've been proven wrong many times in the past by various actors and actresses or actors. I think they're all prefer to be called now, which is cool with me. I don't want to say that he couldn't, but yes, when I'm thinking about a character who can play the Sentry and that character and what he brings and the type of character he is in the comics and everything, and if you want to here's. I don't like what James Gunn did with Adam Warlock, but I don't really give too much of a shit about the character.
I never cared that much about Adam
I don't
Warlock.
either, but I grew up in the 90s during the fucking whole Infinity Gems and the Infinity Gauntlet shit. And Adam Warlock was a huge part of that shit, and he was a really cool character. And they kind of just made him a dummy. And Drax was actually a way cooler character than just a dude who, like, an alien dude whose family got slaughtered by Thanos. He was a guy, just a regular dude whose consciousness got ripped from his body and put into this super body. Like it was just this giant green hulking thing called Drax the Destroyer. And he didn't have his own memories for a while, and then he did get his memories, but then he got killed, and when he got brought back, he had the memory of mental capacity of a child. So he's this huge, and he was part of the Infinity Watch, okay? Which Pip the Troll, who we've met, was also a member of. Anyway.
I'm going cross-eyed.
I know. The point is what I'm trying to say is that if you wanted to make the Sentry different than in the comics, like they've done with certain characters, like Adam Warlock, for an example, fair. Drax a little bit. But I mean, I'm cool with what's his name's interpretation of the character. Because it's funny and it works, but I like the comic book version too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think unless you're doing like a really, a really bait and switch type of thing, like they did with Adam Warlock type of thing, or what's another character that was like that? Like we were all excited to see, and then it was like
the Mandarin, the original idea for the Mandarin.
Maybe
they redeemed it, I guess.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But yeah, I mean, unless you're going to do something like that, like completely flip it on its head type of thing, I don't know that he's... I don't know. That's not my first choice, but I'm also don't work in Hollywood. So I'm sure
it doesn't matter because he left. Yeah. Okay.
Well, hopefully they'll have the Sentry still in the story. I don't know what they're planning on doing.
Well, so Ryan Gosling was rumored to be talking. We don't know if that was true or not, if that was ever confirmed, that he was talking with Marvel Studios, but maybe he could be the replacement.
Yeah.
For the Sentry.
Again,
even though he's made it clear that he wants to do Ghost Rider.
Nice.
And
yes, please, yes. What is it? Where is it? I'll eat your ass.
Nice.
This is what I will do to Kevin Feige.
I'll eat your ass.
If you can get Ryan Gosling.
And then hire us to write West Coast, what was it?
West Coast Avengers.
No, Salt Lake Avengers.
No, Great Lakes Avengers.
Salt Lake. Either way, you
right.
know what our fee
You're
is?
welcome
You know
to
what our fee is, Feige?
$1 million, bitch.
The Salt Lake Avengers. You're welcome to fight crime, but you better not have a drink.
No caffeine for you. You fight on God's time.
Hey, this is Sunday. We don't fight crime today. All right? We have sex with our 19 wives. Yeah, real fucking pious, Utah.
You done?
Yeah.
You done alienating
so.
our one listener in Utah?
It would never have a listener in Utah.
I don't think they are allowed internet in there. Fuck you, Utah.
And you know what? We have some Iowa State connections here, and Utah fans have been real fucking
BYU
real,
and Utah.
whatever on Twitter, joining the Big 12 and shit. And let me just tell you, Utes fans, fuck you. Okay,
You know what I think?
we got into college football there for a second. Wow. They didn't play well. Yeah. What were we talking about? Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that could be an interesting twist if they go with. Damn it!
Sorry. But if they go with Ryan Gosling?
Fuck Utah. Now we're just rehashing bits. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I have a little bit of excitement for it because I think it's an interesting team. I wonder how it's going to work with Bucky and Red Guardian and
Black Widow?
Yelena and Black Widow. All how that's going to work. I think it's interesting that they're like, okay, DC's had 2 cracks at this thing. Let's do our version of Task Force X, and that's what Thunderbolts has always been. That's what I've known it. I remember, at one point, actually, I should look up the release dates because do you think in some way Harrison Ford's going to be Red Hulk? Let's stop pretending. He's going to Hulk out in the Captain America movie, and he's probably going to attack the leader, and they're going to have a fight with the leader in the Captain America.
Sweet.
Fuck yeah, give it to me. Whoa.
I just got hard. Okay. Well, it's a
I like
song
to think
here.
that's how you announce it before you make love. I just got. Can we please just stay on topic?
That's not the fucking name of the fucking show.
It's not on panel, on topic.
Jesus. Now, what were we talking
Our
about?
tagline is never on, always off. No, that was IFC for a while.
I don't really, yeah, right. I don't really like. I never got into the whole Thunderbolts thing. I don't really give a crap. I know a lot of like villains change their names and personas.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure
to be in the Thunderbolts, like Baron Zemo was called something.
I'm just saying.
Like Baron Star or some shit.
My point was,
What?
I think it was Rick Remender back in like 2012. He had a run on Thunderbolts, and it had like Deadpool and Red Hulk, and it had Punisher, and there was a couple others. And so I was just saying, like, conspiracy theory, if Captain America comes out before, could this be a lead-in to have, like, Red Hulk be a part of it? I also love the idea of them tackling the Sentry in this. It's interesting because of his power levels, but as you and I have said, the power levels are whatever the writer makes the power levels.
Fair.
So if maybe this is a younger Sentry that doesn't have full understanding of his power or some shit, I don't know. Or he could just kill all of them. I don't give a shit. No, I'm kidding.
Well, that's
No, unlike James Gunn's Suicide Squad, there are characters, and granted, I cared about every character because it was well written, but they're like, who fucking cares about Polka Dot Man? But with this, they're established, like, it's like Red Guardian. You've seen him in a movie. It's David Harbour. Everybody loves that guy. It's Sebastian Stan. He's been fucking Bucky forever.
Yeah.
And we all agree that
is it necessary?
Florence Pugh is like great.
She's really, really good. She's really good in Oppenheimer.
It's her birthday today as we record this.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday, Florence Pugh. I think she's British, right?
Oh, you. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think the excitement level is pretty same for me, but I really do hope that they take notes from Deadpool and be like, okay, maybe we should, because I think if they go R with it, I think that could add some intrigue to it.
I mean, is it important to this? I don't know. Whatever. What are we doing with like is it more of a street based, street level kind of thing? Is it? I mean, if you're having the Sentry, then you're kind of telling me that you're gonna involve a little more cosmic type shit, I guess, or whatever.
Well, again, well, jeez.
What's that? Sorry.
I keep comparing Thunderbolts to Suicide Squad, and I think that is fair because
it is a fair comparison, yeah.
But also, these characters are a little bit more. I mean, they've always been kind of in the gray, but they've been more good characters.
I don't think the Thunderbolts ever had plastique in their necks. Pretty sure. So Suicide Squad is almost inherently
Thunderbolts,
more.
Yeah, so
like Jesus.
Instead of a team of villains, it's a team of like anti-heroes.
Whatever.
It's like,
That's why I'm like, I don't care.
Or it's like X-Force, where it's like it's the edgier version, but
X-Force.
And we haven't really seen them kill. Like Bucky killed people when he was brainwashed, but we haven't really seen them kill people. So maybe they won't go R with it. But I'm just saying, like, there's.
I don't know what the point is of it.
Yeah.
Who's doing it?
I don't know.
Who's directing or whatever, writing?
I don't know.
Why don't you look that up while
I don't fucking care. That's how little I care about Thunderbolts, T-Bird.
Wow.
Yeah, I called you by your stage name.
T-Bolts.
You know that's not your real name.
Nobody
right?
cares about T-Bolts or T-Birds.
Yeah.
T stands for Thunder.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I never really read Thunderbolts either. So
Like I said,
don't
Baron
have...
Zemo became another character.
But he's not. What I've heard, he's not in it, which kind of loses my interest because I like that dude. I like what they've done with Zemo. I like that dude that plays Zemo.
Yeah, but how much? I mean, what else is he gonna do in the Marvel?
He was
universe?
but that's the thing is, he was good in Falcon and Winter Soldier, but like he was so good in Civil War. Like I watched Civil War like, a few months ago again, and he is so good in that movie. And I'm not trying to take away what that they did with him in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
The first thing I saw him in was fucking Inglourious Bastards. He has the bit part as Shoshana's. He's the Nazi officer who tries to flirt with Shoshana in Paris or whatever, and she ends up killing him because he tries to rape her. I think in the right.
I think so.
And he kills her, or no, she kills him. I don't know. But he was really good in that.
Come on, man.
And so when we saw Civil War, I was like, oh hey.
Says it's coming to theaters July 25th, 2025.
Okay.
So 2 weeks after Superman Legacy, so that should be interesting.
Yeah.
It is. I don't see. So this is from Marvel.com. So I don't see a director. All they have is the cast.
And what's the cast?
David Harbour, John Kamen.
Okay, so Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost.
Okay.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Okay.
Wyatt Russell, so U.S. agent.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. See, now I'm back interested again because Wyatt Russell did a pretty good job. I don't know. Sebastian Stan.
See, what? Okay.
Florence Pugh and Olga Kurylenko?
Oh, what the fuck did she play?
Yeah, but there's no director on this page. Maybe if I look at the IMDb, but I don't know. I feel like they're gonna have to do a lot to gain interest. I think they're gonna have to have a really good trailer.
If they're looking for like a repeat of what happened with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, so according to IMDb, it is directed by Jake Schreier. Let me see if he has other credits. So his previous work are Robot and Frank, never saw it. Beef, never saw it, and Paper Towns, never saw it. So I have no frame of reference for this guy as a director.
Nice. Were you sick?
Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for our Thunderbolts talk.
Okay, Olga Kurylenko was Taskmaster.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember them announcing Taskmaster being in it too.
So does it show, let's see, filmography, does it show?
I mean, we don't have to get any more in the weeds.
We don't.
I'm
no,
pretty
we're not.
over
We're not.
this.
Hey, listen. Hey, guy.
This fucking movie.
Hey, guy.
All right.
Hey, listen, guy.
I want to show you something, brother. I want to take you to a place that I would say, if I were to describe it, it's
real fucked up, kind of bizarre combination of monkey shit.
We're gonna be talking about the one and only Steven Seagal as our deep dive for this fine evening.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
I think we need a smoke break. I need to have a cigarette.
You need to just step outside because
I think so.
You're about to get brought into a whole world. And
You're about to get Seagal'd.
and I say it messes
Is
with.
that a thing? Seagal'd?
They say when you step into the Steven Seagal arena, sometimes it gets the better of you.
Every once in a while.
When I tell you, so I didn't watch all of these movies, but I fell into a deep Steven Seagal rabbit hole this past
Why?
few days. Because people were sharing, like out of the blue, people were sharing clips from some of his later shitty movies that he's produced. And I was like, wait a minute here. Because my first thought was, I have to talk about this on the podcast. Sure. But then in that, I started going back to my old tinfoil radio days, and being like, oh, but there's more to this. There's more to this. So I started, because I miss doing deep dives and research. And this one I think will be a fun way to ring in the new year because when I tell you this man does not give a shit about anything he does
Did you ever? Okay, so I read a book called Live from New York. It's a great book.
I've never seen that episode of SNL, but I've heard about it.
Oh, the Steven Seagal episode?
Yes.
I've never seen it. I don't think... so you learn in the book that Lorne Michaels will make sure that some episodes are never seen in syndication again. So like he'll never allow like the Sinead O'Connor thing to happen. And I think the Andrew Dice Clay episode, and then there's one other episode where somebody says like shit or I can't remember, but
Yeah.
I never saw it either. But they talk about. Several cast members reference that he was the worst. Absolutely. He tried to do like one of the sketches that he one of the sketches that he proposed was that he was a cop and it was something to do with like a woman coming in and reporting like a rape or something. And like that was like, and right off the bat they're like, that's not funny, like whatever your whole thing. And it's like, that sounds about right for Steven Seagal to kind of, jump into that way. Like, oh, yeah, that seems like...
There's a whole, like, if you look
that
up...
seems like the kind of douchebag who would be like, that's funny to me. Like,
if you look him up on
really?
On his Wikipedia, there's a whole category about allegations of sexual harassment and sexual... So I don't
think he respects the fairer gender, is what I'm saying.
So I don't have a problem making fun of this guy.
We need to rescue Kelly LeBrock.
Well, I think we need to stop him, because if we don't stop Steven Seagal...
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Because now, I will snatch every motherfucker birthday.
What does that mean?
He's smoking a lot of weed right now, isn't he? Just like, doesn't he have a strain or
what
something?
What does it mean to
snatch every
snatch a
motherfucker's birthday?
Every
Or is he just drunk?
all of these movies, every line read is, I don't fucking talk like this. I'm Steven Seagal. But the thing is, I think he's
really fat now, isn't he?
Oh my, yeah. And he doesn't put any effort. I kid you not, man. There's so many camera cuts in these later movies where they are working so hard to not make it look, you know what I mean? And some movies are better edited than others, but man, are they great. All of them are great because it's just like, again, somebody said this on Twitter, like seeing all these clips, because more and more kept popping up. And it was like this same Twitter account like was talking about it, and just these tweets keep popping up. And somebody's like, I am convinced this is a tax scheme. Because
of what?
Like, this whole thing is a tax scheme, because all of these movies that have been like straight to DVD, straight to, I think they're all on Tubi, and maybe
I'm sure, yeah.
Tubi.
Well, yeah, we talked about
everything's
Tubi.
on Tubi.
Yeah, well, all the crap.
But they're made by Steamroller Entertainment, and there was another one, Voltage Pictures, I think, or High Voltage Pictures, or something like that. But they're both owned by him. Also, I'd like to point out that he's a dual citizen in Russia and America, and
what a fucking
he's
freak.
a big fan of Vladimir Putin.
Of course he is.
That's how he says his fucking name, Vladimir Putin. Of course he is, but he's an ambassador to the United States, a Russian ambassador. One of them. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Could you imagine that guy? That would have been something. But
what a shithead. I remember,
and I understand
I
how
read
random this
something.
is. by the way.
Kurt Russell was giving an interview, and he was talking about how much of a douchebag he was on Air Force One.
There's so many clips,
And
so many
they
YouTube
were
videos.
laughing. They were laughing their ass off at him behind his back because he came up on set. You read the same thing. He came on set like acting like the toughest shit ever,
Yeah.
right? And I don't know if he didn't know that his part was like basically like 10 minutes long because he gets killed right away.
Well, the thing is too.
But they were laughing behind his back because they were like, "What a
Here's the
douchebag!
thing-
You're on the fucking movie for 10
here's
minutes."
the thing why I keep making fun of these movies because
And Kurt Russell knows action movies.
all
dude.
these movies that we're talking about are cheap, poorly made, and that's the thing. Nick Cage is better than Steven Seagal in this in this regard because Nick Cage is in on the joke. He's like, yeah, I took a lot of roles because I was reckless with my money, so I had to pay off a fucking castle.
Right, and now
And-
now that I've kind of made this my thing, it's like I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, he like you had to see Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent because
I do.
it is such a great example of him playing the Nick Cage role, but then also mocking the Nick Cage role and again being in on the joke. Steven Seagal is not in on the joke. This
Did you
motherfucker
ever-
thinks he's the shit.
Right. Well, okay. Two things. Did you ever see Adaptation?
No,
Really good movie. He plays twin brothers.
I know that. Yeah.
But we've both seen and are big fans of Raising Arizona, which to me is one of his greatest roles because he steps so far outside of who he really is.
It's him toned down, which is crazy to think.
Right, but you know what I mean? Like he becomes somebody else.
But
like
to go
he's
from
with the
that-
blonde hair and everything.
To go from that to Vampire's Kiss, to go like that's when the whole meme started for him. But yeah, like that's another role. Or like again, Nick Cage is actually a good actor,
Yes.
and Steven
You can't
Seagal
deny that.
is
Is not.
not. He's the same. Even when he was a Hollywood star in the late '80s, early '90s, like those movies are not good. I love Under Siege, but Under Siege works because it's just the right level of cheese and the right level of camp that works for those kind of movies. But then you look at now and you see these movies now and it's like, dude, you're not.
Didn't he harass the girl who's played his niece on Under Siege 2? Like she came. Who was that?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up.
I don't want
Because
to.
it's a famous actress.
Yeah, I know. But this is supposed to be fun.
It's not fun. What's his name?
Comedy is not fun.
He's not fun. It's what's his
It's
name?
pain. It's painful.
Pain.
Pain.
Be useful.
Be pain. Did you listen to that?
No.
You know what that is?
Real fucked up, kind of bizarre combination of monkey shit.
Katherine Heigl
Oh.
from
Oh yeah.
out.
Greg's Anatomy.
Greg's Anatomy.
Greg's Anatomy.
Hey,
Yeah,
Greg.
you know Greg's Anatomy.
Hey, Greg, your anatomy fucking sucks.
You been on ABC watching that Greg's Anatomy? Greg's Anatomy.
What does his dick look like? Come on, you've been watching Greg's Anatomy for 10 years. You tell me you haven't seen his dick yet? It's Greg's Anatomy.
Anyway, because where do I go from there? Where do I go?
Nowhere. There's nowhere to go but down.
Break down that comedy Berlin Wall.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Mr. Putin. That was my Steven Seagal.
You don't have the fucking balls.
You know the balls.
You don't have the balls.
So again, he thinks that still works when he's fat, goateed. Steven Seagal. And I don't want to body shame. I'm not making fun of the man's weight. I'm just saying that, like, clearly physically he cannot do these movies. And it's funny because they still try their hardest to cut around him to make it look and try and make you believe. Dude,
Fucking classic.
there's a movie. It's called The China Salesman.
No.
Who he's
No.
But here's the thing. Like these later movies that came out a few years ago, he's hardly doing anything in them. He's hardly in them. He's hardly doing any sort of movement at all in them. Like there's a movie called Sniper Special Ops that we're going to talk about. He spends, and I wish I was joking, spends majority of the movie sitting and just being like, hey man, we just got to sit here and hold out for a while. And then like the other group of people are having things, including former wrestler RVD, Rob Van Dam. being in it and like doing their little side adventures. And then I've seen clips of it. I wasn't gonna waste hours of my life watching
please
these
don't.
movies.
And I don't want to
And I
waste
don't
too
wanna
much more of our time.
Yes. So we're just gonna play some clips and compilations from these movies in this era of Steven Seagal because
let's get through it.
will you just hold on a minute? Because I want to highlight.
I'm sorry, I'm stepping all over.
Because I really want to
intro.
highlight just how crazy.
Real fucked up, kind of bizarre combination of monkey shit.
And what? Monkey shit and what?
What does that mean? I swear there's so many lines that this guy does that I don't understand what he's saying. None of it makes sense.
Well, let's get to it.
How
and
many
start
times can you look at
deciphering.
someone and say, snatch a motherfucker's birthday, and it makes any sense? And I said,
Once.
Yeah, could you imagine, like, all right. So what we're going to look at today, we're going to look at clips of Sniper Special Ops, a movie called Cartels. Originally, it was Killing Sylvia, I think, or Killing Someone.
Sure.
Anyway, Killing Someone.
Sure, they're trying to be alt with their title.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of his movies that have alternate titles, weirdly.
No, I mean like alt cinema.
Also,
alternate.
some scenes from China Salesman. But I'm not going to show you the Mike Tyson fight that's in that movie. Because
Oh my
Mike
God.
Tyson is in China Salesman. And they kind of build it up, this big fight between them. And it is one of the most horribly edited fight scene I've ever seen. Because clearly those two were not on set at the same time.
Oh my God.
And so
no.
there was some like green screen scene
no.
shit and like clearly body double
Can
cuts.
we watch that?
Fine, we'll watch it. It's not that long. The fight itself is not that long. But so we're gonna go watch these clips, and
Where are we gonna watch them?
I got them right here. And I show you a link.
Nobody can see.
Oh yeah, it's an audio show. But we're gonna watch that. We're gonna come back because I want to get. I've seen these things. I want Tyler's reaction. So do us a favor and listen to Arnold on this one.
Stick around.
So we just I showed you all the clips I was talking about. And so now you understand why I was in the world I was in for a few days.
Yeah, well, no, I guess my main question is why after like 10 minutes you didn't go, this fucking bullshit, and get out of it.
Because I'm just thinking of the show.
I will say,
and I'm thinking of the
what
content.
is it, Scrambled Eggs is the guy on Twitter.
Yeah, the sex scene.
That was a pretty funny tweet. If you thought his fight scenes were lazy, check out his sex scenes.
So the movie was, first we watched clips
Sniper Special
from
Ops.
Sniper Special Ops.
So he doesn't even aim the gun.
Oh my gosh. So the first big
Like
action
ever.
scene
Yeah.
where he does some things, there's one part where he's holding the gun one direction and then just slides it on his, like keeps his finger in one and then just like moves it over. Then he doesn't even look when he's shooting, like, hey man, you gotta get out of here. He mumbles through everything.
Yeah.
I can't understand what he's saying half the time. Are you okay, sweetheart? You alright? Yeah, that's the thing. So the sniper one, and I told you before we watched through it, he sits most of the movie.
Yeah.
And for a movie named Sniper Special Ops, he snipes once. And then you could say his big sniping scene at the end is when he's just shooting bombs. Just
Yeah. And they look like cell phones. And that's not how bombs work. You don't shoot a bomb.
But while that's
and then
happening, he goes, hey, don't worry. I got the bullet out of your spine, but you can't do much here. We gotta just wait it out.
I
for a
got the
while."
bullet out of your spine with no medical.
Or some shit. I don't know.
No, that's what he says. But with no medical training whatsoever, in a dirty house somewhere in the Middle East with no medical equipment, I got the bullet out of your spine. That's why you're paralyzed.
Yeah.
I could have left it there and he'd be fine. But me, I'm Steven Seagal and I can do everything. You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You fucking piece of shit.
Damn right I can.
It looked like he just left the guy behind.
And he
too,
kept
doesn't
those
he?
stupid sunglasses on. Oh, the beginning is when he's actually sniping, and he's like, "You owe me $5 for every time it was $60 or $50,
It's actually $60. Yeah.
for every time I saved your ass, saved your life, whatever." And I think he.
Double or nothing if I get you out of here in one piece.
I
No
have to think
deal.
that he's just no deal. I have to think he is drunk or hungover all the time because he's always wearing sunglasses.
He's got to be drunk.
He's always mumbling through his lines.
If he has some sort of neurological thing going on, I don't want to make fun of that. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I just think the dude is.
And if he's got some
drunk.
sort of disease, and if he's an alcoholic and nobody's getting him the help he
Or,
needs, I don't want to make fun of that either.
Or he's just a person that.
Or
believes
he's
his own
full of him fucking
he
self.
thinks he's the fucking greatest action star ever.
Jesus Christ. And you're not. Like, not even close. Like, I remember one of the fun things about Steven Seagal's early career is like.
Because some of his early movies aren't bad. They're bad, but they're enjoyable.
For the time, sure, maybe.
He actually did stuff in those.
Fair.
Because you forget he
But
is a martial artist.
Up until Under Siege, all of his movies were 3-word titles.
I'm just a cook.
Marked for Death.
Oh, they get worse. He's got one movie called
Out for Blood.
He's got one movie called A Good Man, and then another one called A Dangerous Man.
No, I was talking about all the ones at the beginning.
Above the Law, Beyond the Law,
Above the Law. Marked for Death.
The Glimmer Man.
Pretty sure.
You remember that one?
No.
That's one of them.
No, I don't want to remember that one.
I'm just a cook. That's Under Siege. If you didn't get it.
So I remember Steven Seagal.
The only thing I remember of him is the fucking Will Sasso Mad TV sketch.
The only thing that I've ever seen of him that I enjoyed and that I was like, that's funny, was not that funny at all. It's the Onion movie. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
It's not that great. But there's a scene where he's in a movie called Cock Puncher.
Yeah.
And there's a part where he like punches a guy in the balls and he just goes, I don't think you get the balls.
Yeah.
And it's just the way the line delivery is just fucking perfect.
He fits in perfectly in Machete.
I never saw that.
Because you have to have a heightened sense of like in that one it feels like he fits the world and like how insane and bonkers that movie is. And like he's got such a warped sense of reality that you have to like with any movie we talk about on the show, you have to have that suspension of disbelief. You cannot have any belief of anything because you just have to sit there and be like, this man is in a different world than ours. I didn't show you. There was another clip.
Well,
I
he's
forgot.
made enough.
There's another clip I forgot to show you. He shoots down a helicopter with a pistol.
Oh yeah.
It is terrible. I'm sorry, but what were you saying?
No, I never really got into the Steven Seagal craze. I
mean, me neither. I've
when
always seen like.
Well, I was growing up around that time, around the late '80s, early '90s when he was really making whatever. I don't even want to say decent because I just hate the guy so much.
Yeah, he's a shitty human being.
He's a shitty human being. He's terrible to women. I just.
Which is again why I think it's fun to keep making fun of him.
Yeah. He's a shithead. But I think it's an interesting character because you think of Mike Tyson differently than that, but then he's in a movie with Steven Seagal, like acting really like, what the fuck was that?
Jeez. So
like,
yeah. So the next thing I made you watch was the movie Cartels. And we watched
that was not good.
We watched the climactic fight with George St. Pierre and Steven Seagal.
Every time he puts his hands up, it's a different thing, and it's generally just like,
flopping around.
Here's my hands,
dude. Okay.
And when he gets the knife out, he's just like, If
you notice though, like I pointed it out when we were watching it because I was in stitches the whole time, but I was pointing out when we were watching it because you can always tell because it's shot from the back.
Yeah.
It's constant. Every time he's fighting in any of these movies, it's shot from the back so they could put a body double in there.
Mm-hmm.
And when he gets
the body
hit,
double is not as large.
and his fights are so predictable. And I was actually shocked with the Mike Tyson one, but like every fight, it's unbelievable because he's fighting men that are in much better shape than him, actual former MMA fighters. And I know that like the character is an MMA fighter, but I know that dude can beat up people for real. So like I can't buy into any of that.
Right, and we gotta.
But one of the few times he gets hit, it's not him at all because when he gets up, it's just a reused shot from earlier in the fight. Because he couldn't be bothered to take a bump.
To take a fucking fall. Okay, Steven. You're gonna
in
get
his 70s,
punched.
Tyler.
You're gonna punch, and you're gonna have to fall down to the ground. I don't do that.
I don't fall.
I don't fall. I stand up proud for America.
If you haven't watched the Will Sasso Mad TV when he's doing Steven Seagal, you have to. It is some of the.
Why aren't we watching that now?
We can watch it after the show. That's your post-show treat.
Oh wow! Why?
All right. Remember Turd Baby? That was a different show. Because I used to do that voice. So
remember Turd Baby.
So that fight was interesting because it was, again, these movies are so poorly edited. Because
when the knife goes in.
Look, I will give them credit. They do their best to cut around him, and they do their best to try and make it look like he's in this fight at all. But he's just not. You know he's not. Because the man is, 70? How old is he? I want to look it up. Like 71, I think. Like, he's up there. But
regardless of his age, he's in shitty shape. Shitty shape.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm telling you, man, he's drinking vodka with Putin in Russia. So we watched the beautiful romantic sex scene that was in China's Salesman. Another movie that he's barely in.
That's the whole sex scene?
Yeah. That 49 seconds.
I was kind of hoping that he would be like, no, I want a body double so we can see my bopping man ass.
Again, say what
my hairy bopping man ass.
And say what you will about Tommy Wiseau in The Room, but that's him thrusting, all right? He had the security to be like, I'm gonna make it look like I am fucking this lady. Anyway, so why did you let me go?
MacGruber.
You clearly
That's fucking acting right there.
But Steven Seagal could not This motherfucker could not have been bothered to take his jacket off.
He's thrusting.
He's sitting in his So like the scene starts with him just being like, no dialogue. He's just motioning to someone leaving, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you have a good time.
They go into the back end of this room, and she's
very active.
This is how you know she's a great actress, because she's pretending to be aroused by Steven Seagal. And she like takes her top off. You don't see anything. It's implied nudity. You don't see it. Cuts off.
Fair.
Fine. I don't need to see this. Poor God, if that woman had to be fucking topless to be in this movie. But anyway,
it's not
worth it.
you're not gonna make it, and it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
You're a step away from porn. Okay?
Yeah.
At that point,
just do porn. If you're gonna have to be naked in front of Steven Seagal, just do porn. So yeah, dude. You're sitting. So you are sitting with your arms crossed. That is how he sat. He sat on the bed with his arm crossed, leather jacket on. She is topless.
No, he puts his arms around her and hugs her.
After they don't even kiss.
No.
He doesn't even kiss her. There's or kissing on her neck or anything. It's just like an awkward hug. It's like when you have that awkward hug with someone where you're like, I don't know if we're that good of friends.
We're not supposed to. Yeah, you don't touch genitals.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if we're that good of friends yet, so it's kind of like a butt out hug. That's what it looked like. And that's supposed to be a sex scene.
And then they just kind of lean off.
Music
they
lean
off the camera.
YouTube library, like classical music, shit you'd hear like at a wedding, and they're supposed to be fucking
18th century style.
Tyler Reed's Pride and Prejudice.
YouTube.
You know who I wouldn't want to hear doing fucking
public domain songs and fucking.
Really, what it boils down to, Steven Seagal movies.
Sloppy.
A little bit, yeah.
Tyler, are you ready? Thanks for going on that ride with me. I knew you'd have fun with that because
I don't know if I had fun, but certainly it opened my eyes.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Because it's on Prime. We just have to watch one, but would you be willing to watch his reality TV show?
Oh, God.
Steven Seagal Lawman?
Oh, I was thinking about that while we were watching that.
Hey, I'm a cop.
God. Well, okay, we're gonna think. We'll talk about it after the show.
Yeah, well, this is post-show talk.
Yeah.
You know what I like.
This is post-show talk when we break out the drug, the one that you play all the time. This is post-show after we.
crack cocaine.
That's when we bust that out. That's post-show. And then we start really brainstorming.
I couldn't believe that woman in that scene
was
having sex with him.
So you gotta set it up, you gotta tee it up right.
It is a very particular job.
Yes. Yes.
You know what it really is, man.
Real fucked up, kind of bizarre.
Okay.
Combination of monkey shit.
What? So get the lady back again. Okay.
No, we
Okay.
gotta get out of
Okay,
here.
that's
We
fine.
gotta get somewhere.
Okay, well then do Arnold.
Long.
Okay, that works too.
It's a long box.
I guess Tyler goes first since he's got 5 freaking things he wants to talk about.
So fuck you, first of all.
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
That sounded a lot more. In here, it sounded kind of funny. Out there, it sounded like real mean. So I'm sorry. What happened?
Nothing.
Oh. You got to be more specific.
I like that I'm giving you direction
to
without talking to you
have
on
to
an
be-
audio
We're
show.
both radio producers. We know how to give direction without talking because you have to.
I'll give you something. I don't know what. Maybe it's a nice gift.
So it's the new year. It's 2024.
It is.
And I just took a vacation, went down to Iowa City, and I hung out basically in a hotel room for 48 hours because I had nothing better to do. And I went and ate like a couple restaurants that I grew up in Iowa City, so I ate at a couple restaurants. And we had Mickey's grilled cheese with bacon on sourdough and fries and ranch. Oh, my God. Can I just tell you, I don't like soft potatoes. I want some crunchy ass. I want more crunchy potato skin than actual potato.
Fry them, baby.
I do not like potato wedges. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with those potato
You know what I love?
wedges.
Like really crispy tater tots.
Yeah, no.
Dude, dip them in mayo and ketchup.
What the fuck?
Smooth your mind, man.
You just made me sad. So, anyway, I spent 48 hours, and I ain't got much going on because I don't.
I'm sorry,
really,
that was so delayed.
I'm single, and I don't have the friend I was supposed to go see. Just I didn't hear from him, so whatever. But so I'm like, okay, it's a really high class hotel room. There's like a kitchenette with two elements. You know, you can boil some water, and there's a full fridge, and there's dishes and shit, man. There's fucking dishes, like porcelain dishes. You know what I mean? And it was just a really nice room. And most hotels these days just have showers. There's a bathtub in this one, so I definitely got some bubble bath. Oh yeah. But the TV was there was Tubi and Netflix, and I was like, oh cool, Netflix, and I looked up Netflix, but you have to sign in, and I'm like, fuck that. So I go to Tubi, and I'm just looking up movies. And I have to watch movies that I've seen before because the way the fan is right in front of the TV, right behind the TV, and it keeps going on, and the sound is just terrible, and I cannot get the closed captioning to work to save my life. So I'm like, I'm just going to watch movies that I've seen a billion times because I'm not really here to watch movies, whatever. It's just kind of in the background while I take a bath or I play my game or I do stuff on the computer or whatever it is, you know? I brought a Lego set, so I had a Lego to build too. It was a mental health vacation, all right? Thank you. So I watched 3 movies that are 3 of my favorites, and I'm not going to talk about each one. I'm just going to name them. Happy Gilmore, RoboCop, and Goodfellas. And the reason why I want to talk about them is there's a reason why these movies are so important to me and why I look at them so fondly and why they stand the test of time. The opening to each movie, RoboCop's is insane. Like you're coming on this like helicopter ride into Detroit, and then whoom, RoboCop, and then it turns into the commercials, right? Or the news thing. One of the most iconic movie opens ever. Goodfellas. The words are going across the screen. They're in the car. What the fuck? Well, you better pull over and check. You know, that whole thing. Iconic, right? Happy Gilmore. He's got the little film strip and he's talking about his life and he's doing all the shit with his dick and all of his jobs. Iconic, right? But it's all about the little touches. The costuming, the music. Mark Mothersbaugh did the music for Happy Gilmore. He's also the guy that did the music for Thor Ragnarok. But he's done. He was in Devo, so he's not like a stranger to success.
He can whip it, man.
but he does a lot of fucking film scores, and that was one of his first ones. Okay, and there's Ray Liotta. That was one of his first movies. There's a lot of details in these movies. RoboCop, Peter Weller, his acting before he becomes RoboCop. Nancy Allen's acting when she's in there. The little details that make old Detroit. I watched the whole thing, but obviously, like, the first thing you see is the boardroom scene where Kenny gets fucking blown away, and it's these little details that make movies really, really good. And I know that there are movies like that shithead who made the one where he's a that douchebag comedian or whatever he is that made the movie where he's a black.
LaQuisha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We watched some of that, right? We watched some of that, and the reason why it's not good is not just because it's not funny and not well written and just a terrible premise, but also because the details are being overlooked. Okay? They're supposed to be in a bar, and it's clearly just an empty storefront with curtains everywhere to blot out the fucking construction going on and shit. There's a bar that somebody bought and brought in. It's not connected to anything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like those Steven Seagal movies.
Yes.
Like you can the Cartels movie. You can clearly tell they shot that in like hotel lobbies and shit. Like,
yes. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Like they didn't.
There's no set design.
They didn't spend the money. The people working on that movie didn't give a fuck about that movie.
They didn't have the money to have a set.
The people working on RoboCop and Happy Gilmore, even fucking Happy Gilmore, and Ace Ventura, they'll throw that in there too. A couple weeks ago I watched that. And Goodfellas, they cared about that movie. They cared about it enough to make all the details count, and it shows in the final product. And I just wanted to throw that out there that we don't just like, I don't just like movies because I'm supposed to or because they're whatever. In general, like, I didn't see Forrest Gump for like 4 years after it came out because everybody hyped it up so much. I just didn't care. When I saw it, I loved it, of course. But there's a reason why we like the movies we love. There's a reason why some movies stand the test of time and some others don't. And I just wanted to talk about those movies and why I love them so much. They're just great movies because of the little details.
All right, dude, we get it. Why don't you in those movies get a room,
I did, motherfucker, in Iowa City for 4 days.
Yes!
Just me and those movies. Spending time together. Candles.
Kissing on each other.
Kissing on butt.
On the butt? You're eating ass in this song? Anyway, oh, dang, you're right.
Come on.
What was I doing?
What are you doing?
I'll eat your ass.
That's what I'm doing.
What?
Yeah, I know. We got too many drops now.
God damn it! You gotta
scroll.
You
know what? I think part of the fun is me being delayed with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that fun.
Okay.
I think it's kind of shitty.
So my long box.
I think it's kind of sloppy.
Sloppy.
I didn't know you had it right there.
Well, you did a good just now.
Fuck you.
Boring!
My long box.
You're the one still listening.
You bitch.
Wow.
You fucking Utah. Wait, we're talking about Johnny Utah. We should do a Point Breakmentary, man.
I've never seen it.
What? Dude, you're about to have your dick blown off.
No, let it play. Let it play.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No,
Evil West is what I wanted to talk about. It's a video game.
It's what?
Evil West. It just became available for if you have PlayStation Plus. So for this whole month, you can play it. You can download it. And the fun thing is, you can just save it. You don't even have to download it until you have the space.
Oh, are you telling people how to do illegal shit?
It's not illegal. It's not new. People have been doing it for years.
I'm a criminal mastermind. It's time you knew.
I'm going to download this game that I technically paid for. Can I talk about the thing?
Yes.
So anyway, Evil West. It came out in 2022. Always interested me. I've been like following it for a while, but I just never got around to playing it.
Is it a Western?
You think? But I just really, like, before I even played the game, I really dug its art style and what it was going with, because it's doing the Weird West, where we're mixing occult stuff with the Wild West, and I'm always a sucker for
Like
stories
zombie
like that.
cowboys?
No, they're
No.
not.
No,
It's
fucker.
it's not Undead Nightmare, which is Red Dead Redemption.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah, no, dude. Red Dead Redemption has a legitimately good, like, alternate story DLC that is where you just fighting zombies, and it's actually really fun. And you gotta hunt Sasquatches.
That's fun.
It's awesome. I could talk about that fucking. Fuck it. That's the new long box. No,
Sasquatch.
shit. I might play that.
Okay.
No, I got too many things I need to play. I want to play, including Evil West.
So back to the
once it
long
became
box.
available with the PS Plus, I was really excited because, like, oh, I've been wanting to play this game for a while. So I played about 2 hours last night, and it is exactly what I thought it was going to be. And, you know, a lot could be said about, there's places for games like God of War Ragnarok that are like these very emotional, and I have a really deep connection with. And this is why I'm like going back and playing through it again, and I'm enjoying it again. And there's a place for that. And then there's a place for Evil West, which is this campy, over-the-top gore fest. And I fucking dig it. Like, I'm only 2 hours in, but I just really dig what it's going for. And like I said, I love when they mix the occult with the West and Westerns. And
So which cowboys?
well, so the game, the game.
I feel like I'm not getting this.
You take the play. You are Jesse Renier,
Okay.
or Renier, I think, who is the son of the founder of this institute that you're part of, this agency. And what you're doing is you hunt monsters and vampires, but your main enemy in this game is vampires. And so yeah, you're trying to go through and be these vampire hunters, and you're chasing this like royal family that's like one of the beginning vampires in America, and it's like post Civil War, and it's just a really interesting time period that they're going for. And the story is interesting because it tries to play it serious, like in the story, but I just feel like sometimes the gameplay, it's going for the most insane fun thing you can do. Like, you literally can uppercut these certain type, like there's, and I actually went through, like, looks through some of the lore of like what these creatures are. Like, so you have, you have these kind of bat demon looking ones of vampires. You have these big giant bat sub bosses. I think they're called like high blood or something like that. Like they're like bosses. And there's just different layers to the vampires that I was like, I wouldn't have guessed or thought about. Like, they have one. I keep saying like.
I keep counting them.
I know, because I keep hearing it too. When I get really excited, I say like a lot.
I do too, man.
So
That's the problem with that's one of the challenges of being on radio, is that you can't
you say like and as filler all the time in normal conversation.
Well, you begin to understand, and what I'm doing right now is I'm really saying
air.
nothing, but I'm filling air. And the reason why I'm not using
Well, can I get back to what I was talking
or
about?
like
Did I do this
is
to
that
your
I'm-
long boxes? Hence the plural boxes.
Whatever.
Well, they're just what essentially it is. He turns into a bat, but instead of being a little bat, he's just this big bat, and it's a boss fight, and there's just so much more to it, and they have characters that are basically like just human leeches. Like, they got these big, son of a bitch, they have these big leech-like creature, like as in this, not like. Oh fuck.
Leech type creatures.
Forget it.
God
Forget
damn it.
I quit. Anyway, it does some interesting things, and I got this new gadget that has lightning in it. So now I'm doing all these different abilities where I might have to up the difficulty because parts of it I'm just, these fucking vamps are eating my shit. But then, but then there's other times.
Wow.
There's other times when I eat their shit, and you know,
And it's fun.
It's just a never-ending cycle.
I'll eat your ass.
But the lightning, because you have this gauntlet, and it's pretty much like almost like a Tesla coil lightning.
Yep.
You're very conscious of me trying not to
Can't
say it.
fucking help it.
I'm doing my best.
You're doing great, actually. When you were saying lightning, I'm like, uh-oh.
There's different special moves, so there's a dash option that almost like teleports you to enemies. You can like throw a like lightning pole and pull them closer, and you punch them and kill them. But it's fun.
So it's like Shocker gauntlets.
Pretty much, yeah.
From the
yeah.
Spider-Man
And you
comics.
incorporate that, and this is, again, me only being 2 hours in, so I haven't really unlocked all the abilities and special skill trees. But when you can uppercut them with the lightning glove, or you can shock them, you run in, you do like this combo, you do a bunch of punches, and they explode.
Yeah.
Or there's another option where you can like uppercut them in the air, and
Yeah.
while they're in the air, you can pull out your gun and just shoot them while they're in the air. Like shit, like
Is it one of them? Like,
well, there's a
like a
six
McClintock or
there's
whatever?
a 6-shooter, and you do the 6-shooter thing.
do you have one of them shotguns where you?
But yeah, you have like a lever action rifle.
Yeah, that's what it's
You
called.
got a fucking shotgun. They just call it the buckshot. And you,
We can't forget that the greatest way to load that on screen ever is Terminator 2. He just moves the whole thing.
because lever
around.
action,
I only got one hand, but I'm Arnold.
lever action guns are always cool.
Yeah.
It's even cool when you do it one-handed.
Oh well, he had to. He's only got one hand. I've got to hold on to John
I have to
Connor
protect John
with this
Connor.
other hand.
Evil West so far.
Oh, actually, no. I got to steer the goddamn motorcycle.
big
Okay.
fan.
That's good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Sorry, I got you sidetracked in the middle there.
Yeah, because now I'm conscious of like.
You know what? Me too.
You know what? We're all human.
Hey, you didn't play the drop, by the way, even though I talked about RoboCop,
I know.
and that's fine.
I was too busy
I don't
thinking
want
about how much I
much you
didn't want to
hated me.
hear. Yeah, I'm fucking sick of your shit. That's what it is.
Wow.
Good episode.
I was just thinking about how much I hate you,
You fucking scumbag.
douchebag. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.